Hi everybody, this is Jess, aka Sketchwriter Jess. I've been gone for a long time, but I'll explain more about that in the wrap-up. I thought today what I would do is do a pick a card, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to have you choose a book. Now, first, let me just tell you what I'm going to be using. I'm going to use The Keepers of the Light Tarot by Kyle Gray. The Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. And the Angel Prayers Tarot, well, Oracle Cards by Kyle Gray. Now I'm going to have you choose a book. So now this has to do with Taurus Full Moon. So these books here are the background for the reading. I'm going to be putting them up against here so that people can see them better. And what we've got here is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I mean, that's perfect for Taurus. And then The Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. I just had a feeling this would be a good book to have in the background. So like, I'm gonna find books from now on. Like, I have lots of books to choose from, and I'll stack them up and there'll be like a background, and then I'm gonna choose 2 other books for you to choose from. So I'll see what I'm called to, and then I'll show you the books, and then I will move on to, well, I will shuffle, and then you can choose. So let's see. I know it's the full moon and I'm all about business, but for some reason this book came to mind. Kiss Kiss by Ronald Dahl. I don't know why that's Spirit told me to choose that, but let me adjust this a little bit. There. Okay, so you have that book to choose from. And then, oh, let's see. I have a book called Desert Mornings by Kathleen Walker. I got this book in Arizona. I had gone to the White Dove of the Desert. It's a church, and it's like a bunch of meditations and kind of musings about life out there in Arizona. And the place, that White Dove in the Desert, is like right outside of Phoenix. Me and Dad had gone on a field trip out there, so this one, you know, I got out in Arizona. I actually talked to the author who wrote this. And so, it's kind of special. So, like, if you've got a question about maybe, like you're thinking of maybe finding a mentor, this might be a good choice for you. Kiss Kiss is a book of scary short stories, and I've only started reading one of them. Story on this, I was actually going to, I went all over the place trying to find used bookstores here where I live, and I found a really huge one. And I was trying to find short story books because at the time I was really into reading short stories, and so I found this one. It was like the only short story book in the whole bookstore. So, you know, this could be like, if you're thinking of a twin flame, I just think of the, I actually bought this before I ever met my twin flame. I bought it like a couple months before. Anyways, I'm thinking, like, you know, it was the only one in the shop, and it's amazing that I found it. And so I thought this would be good if you're thinking of like love for the moon. And I'm kind of like nervous to do that, but I think what I'm going to do is for the love, one of them will be with career and the other one will be with love. So, and I may pull some, maybe I'll pull some from the Cosmic for both. The Cosmic deck here, oh, Two of Pentacles. Well, I haven't shuffled these, so don't count that, but I'm going to add this one too. It's this one here. So, Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Lusch. There it is. So, I'll add that one too, since we've got some love stuff here. The Two of Pentacles, oh, I guess we can count it. Yeah, this guy seems to be happy where he is. So, I don't know, maybe you guys are happy where you are. Of course, if you were, I don't know if you'd be into the tarot stuff, but oh boy. It's been a while since I've been back, but I'll discuss that more in a wrap up. Don't worry, I'll get on to this. So, I'm going to shuffle the piles. And then, I will, do each reading. So right now, I'm shuffling the Keepers of the Light Tarot. You can probably hear it on the table. A lot of times Kyle Gray says that, you know, jumper cards are really good. And I do get jumper cards sometimes, but I'm not going to wait to get that. I think my spirit is tuned in enough to this deck that I trust spirit to help me just pick them out. So each group gets 2 Keepers of the Light cards. Because the Keepers in the Light guys like to be friends, so there's 2 of those. Actually, I'm gonna do this here, then you can see the book cover. Now for pile 2. Okay, so the Keepers of the Light cards, what they're going to do is kind of give an overshadow, like an overview of what's going on with, like, what your higher power is calling you to listen to, okay? It's like a listening deck. You listen to what they say. Now, I tend to read out of the book with those ones because they're not like tarot cards, they're oracle cards, unless it's something I've gotten lots of times. Next, I'm gonna deal out the tarot, Spirit Within Tarot. We're going to do 2 of the Spirit from Within Tarot. So think about seeds you want to plant, the goals you want to set, and like what tasks you're thinking of doing to make your goal happen. It can be any goal. I mean, as I said, you know, I feel called to do like a twin flame reading, because some people, that is their goal, is to find their twin flame or to figure out how to deal with them. So oh man, I've been sniffling up a storm, guys. So we're gonna do 2 of this one. Excuse me. Oh, 2 of them came out at the same time. Okay, let me do that. As you can see the animal there. Maybe if you have an animal spirit, like if you're really connected to your animal spirit, maybe the one on the right is for you. I'm just getting that that one may be more like somebody looking for a mentor, maybe even like thinking of their ancestors. So that's what I get there. Okay, and then next, the cosmic. I'm going to give you 2 from the cosmic. Oh, cut the deck. I gotta shuffle this one a lot because I haven't used it in a while. But in terms of channeled messages, I'm gonna see if I can figure something out. I feel like I want to say something. One thing is twin flame stuff. Just to update you on my situation, I think my twin flame is going to take like 10 years to mature, so I don't know what that situation is going to be. I may end up just choosing another person to be with in the meantime, just because he's just not ready. He's just not mature. So, I don't know why I brought that up, but I think maybe if you're in the same situation where you have a twin flame and you feel like they're not really straightening up, flying right, maybe you need to figure out, oh, I gotta cut it again. Maybe you better figure out what you're gonna do in the meantime, or you know, are you gonna give yourself permission to move on to somebody else? And I'm at the place where I'm not really sure yet, but I'm thinking of it. I've talked to some friends about it, and I feel like I don't know, they convinced me that I really deserve better than games, you know, somebody playing games. So, you know, if you're in a situation like that, this reading may be for you. So with the animal spirit one over there on the right, I'm thinking animal spirits, ancestors, maybe more family giving wisdom. The left one is more like ask your guides, like you ask your actual spirit guide, your guardian angels, like which pile to pick, you know. That's for everybody, but the left one is really more like, would be messages your guardian angel would want to relay, a message similar to this. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used the Cosmic Tarot. And then finally, we have the angel cards. Everybody gets one angel card. I feel like the angel cards have a way of just kind of being a good one card pull deck. I've used them with more than one card, and it is helpful, but to me, angel advice is very heavy. Like, they will be very direct with you. So, I just feel like sometimes it's best to just have one. Now, it's possible that from the Keepers of the Light, an angel may appear there too. That's fine. But I think that's what's going on there. Okay. So I don't really think I'm gonna have to clarify anything, but I'm keeping my decks open just in case I have to. So what I'm gonna do is I actually now have a full disc with enough space to record a couple hours. However, my battery might die, so I may have to shut it off in the middle of something. But good news is I can come right back and finish it, and I won't be, my train of thought won't be lost. Also, I want to say that the candle is going. So I already did my blessing for you. My blessing for you is may you take this reading, maybe you gain insight, take this reading, take everything that I say and process it, and then take what you want and leave it behind. I say something different than everybody, so may this reading be for everybody who stops by and is interested in hearing a message from their angels, guides, and ancestors. I feel like angels, guides, and ancestors are part of the consciousness, and I think they're all connected up there. Or actually, they're across from us. They're not up, away from us. They're across from us. Like when people pass away, they cross over the bridge. So it's like everybody's in a pool and they're having a good time, and they're just having a fun time, and they're all together, and then when somebody calls on them, they get out of the pool and they answer your question, and then they dive right back into the pool. So, you know, that's kind of like how it is, and at least that's what Spirit is telling me right now. I'll explain more about that in the wrap up. But anyways, just be aware. Just be aware of energy. Like, if you feel energy, you resonate with something, trust it. Trust your gut, that your gut said it's good to go. On the same note, if it doesn't resonate with you, or if you get a severe feeling in your gut that it doesn't resonate with you, then leave it alone. Don't listen to it. Don't take it in. Hopefully, I mean, I have my candle that I have that is going, it's inscribed with just the word blessings and a heart. So it's all good, healthy, happy energies. So, like, hopefully there's nothing that is anything where you're really gonna feel like you're manipulated. That's not my goal here. I could talk about that in a wrap up too, but anyways, I'll get started with pile number 1. I'm gonna put pile number 2 down here, and I'll take this book off. So we'll put this book here, and whoops, I don't know why that happened. Okay, so the first card is Keepers of the Light, Brigid. Inner strength, Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Ah, this is somebody from my family coming in. Her name is Sylvia. She has red hair, so I know that's like her card for coming in. So I guess this message is for me. I have no idea. White Eagle. Ancestor spirit. Ah, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay, so definitely ancestors are coming in. So if your ancestors are coming in, if you're having dreams of them, then you might want to pay attention to this one. In fact, you may want to watch both readings. I believe they both have ancestor type messages. Okay. Okay. So then the next is the Tarot. This is the Spirit Within Tarot. King of Wands. I'm going to put him up there. Yeah, I think. There. I'll pick them up as I talk about them. Okay, the next one. It's the Seven of Cups. Here it is. It's got the moon in there, and this one's got like it looks like a sunset. That's very interesting. I'm just noticing that. So I'm thinking anybody could be dealing with a fire sign. Perhaps a lot on the mind, you know, a lot of choices. I think that happens at the full moon. Okay, here's more from the Cosmic Tarot. Ah, the Hanged Man. Yeah, there we go. The moon reversed. But I'm going to just make it upright. It just makes it easier to channel. But I will keep in mind it was reversed. In the Kyle Gray decks, they say that if something is reversed, it just means you need to take note of it more. So I'm going to just take it as that meaning. And here, let me show that to you again. There, he's got a little there's a lobster guy there. Maybe we got Scorpio energy. So we have... Oh no. I don't know if this is working as well as I thought it was going to. Oh dear. Me and my great ideas. So move him over there. I know I can put this book under here. We don't have to have it standing there the whole time. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Alright. And the angel is synchronicity. Oh, this is good for twin flames. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. Oh my. Okay, now what I'm getting here, and you know, Bridget also has to do with flames. Like she, I'll actually read the meaning from the deck. Oh, sorry. Here, guys. Here, we can put that there. It's like backing everything up. And that's the yin-yang symbol, so this is definitely the right reading for anybody who's into twin flames. So I see with wands, we've got fire energy. With cups, we got water energy. I don't know what the sign for the Hanged Man is, so I'm not going to say a sign for the Hanged Man. I know that there's astrology in the tarot. Well, what I'd like to do is read you the cards of the Keepers of the Light. and White Eagle and Synchronicity. So, let's see here. I really like these decks by Kyle Gray. They're very relaxing to use. Like, I feel like instantly at ease when I use them. No, oh, excuse me. There's nothing to fear. Okay. So, I'll hold this up here so you can see it. Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Bridget is the Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire in the time of spring. She is the twin flame of Cernunnos. She was so well loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of holy wells and other holy places. It's interesting we got water here. She is, and fire, she is a powerful figure who can help us channel our energy into something that is important for our growth. And as she herself has lasted through the ages, she adds longevity to our journey so that we can reach a deep state of wholeness. You can call on her to bring her sacred flames to burn away anything that's not serving you, to bless any new projects you have in mind, and for support with fertility. That's interesting. Extended message. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. I like that. I like her. She's always in my readings. I believe it's my ancestor Sylvia coming through. I never met her, but there's a lot of talk about her. She's a legend in her family. Okay. White Eagle. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. White Eagle is a Native American shaman who is dedicated to honoring our spiritual heritage. He is a world-renowned spiritual guide who has been particularly cherished by mediums all over the world. He first spoke through a medium called Grace Cook in the early 20th century. He is the guide who helps create clear channels in our bloodline and our spiritual lineage so we can access the heart of the Creator. He also helps us move into sacred ceremony where we can hold sacred space to honor a change, transition, celebration, or anything else that deserves time. He is wonderful for clearing space, and we can call on him for help in forging spiritual connections. Extended message. Take some time to honor just how far you have come, recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness. Healing and journey really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. You have or have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family in spirit so that you can set a new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear your spirit. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I gotta talk about something in the wrap-up. You guys, if you're into mediumship, I suggest you stick around for the wrap-up because I have some stuff to talk about there about my experiences with that. Okay, and now I gotta find Synchronicity. Yeah. Sorry it's taking so long. Oops, there it is. Sorry about that, guys. My camera shut down. That's gonna happen the whole time. Anyways, my friend is at Swords and Cups Esoterics. I thought I might as well say it. Spirit was probably like, you need to mention her. So I'll mention her and the other one too. She's on Etsy, and she puts a lot of love into the crystals that she has in her shop. And as I was saying, this is really good for full moon meditation. You know, just hold on to it. Imagine cleaning it with something, like, you know, visualizing that it's going to be cleansed, and then, you know, just set your intentions, meditate. It's really good for that. So I have this sitting on my altar while I'm doing this reading, and it's kind of helpful. What I will do with this is I will pick a card that we have to focus on. So I won't do that until the reading is almost done. So we've got the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups, and I see somebody who is fed up. They're fed up with somebody. They're fed up with feeling like there's so many choices, there's so many people to choose from, and yet it's like they know the one that they want, and there's too many problems associated with them to really be with them. That is me, but I think lots of people do go through that, so that's why I'm mentioning it. I also see people who could be in a situation that's gotten out of hand. You know, like they dealt with somebody who's really passionate, and they're so passionate. It's like they're too passionate, and they're just very intense. The Seven of the Cups, it's like you've got everything up in the air. You're like looking in the sky trying to figure out what to do next. You actually sit and look at the stars. You think about, you know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do with this person? What can I do? What kind of relationship can I have with them? And to me, the Hanged Man is the actual person involved. Like, I think the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups are kind of like the figures. Like, they're kind of like the avatars for like the people that kind of move in and out of your life, just the essences of those people. And then the Hanged Man himself, I feel like this, oops, that one's once fall off. The Hanged Man is the person. So I would say this is somebody who's got a lot of hang-ups, literally. They've been through a lot, and so they're very wise, but they're still thinking about all their stuff from their past. So the person you're interested in may not be ready to be with you yet. Everything is in divine timing. Everything unfolds. A lot of times you can try to plan and plan and plan, but all you can do is like put the seeds in place and then kind of like see what grows and what stays buried, and then like you know, it'll grow like 2 or 3 months later when you didn't expect it to grow. That's the kind of thing that happens with anything, with people who have a lot of old childhood wounds. They tend to like plant seeds, you know, like they plant their ideas, they get into people's heads, they do all this stuff, and then it blossoms into something that they can't take back. And so then they don't really think about the consequences. So I mean, whoever this is, they could have had like a rough childhood. Um, now, the moon. And we've got the moon in two of the cards, and the sun rising here, and the sun setting over there, perhaps, or sun rising, I can't really tell. Weather is a big deal here. Something about the weather. I know the person that I'm involved, well, I don't want to say involved with, the person in my life, we were supposed to hang out at the park and draw. So, like, that was something we were supposed to do. So yeah, it could even be that, like, the person that you're with, I mean, maybe you're gonna have, like, an outdoor time with them or something. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, here's the moon. There's this little lobster guy, and he's, like, trying to find his way out of the ocean. And there's a mountain in front of him, and there's fishies in the moon. It's a very strange card. You know, it's almost like there's like a Scorpio and a Pisces involved here. There's like the two fishies in the lobster, so that's like Scorpio, because I think the lobster looks like a scorpion. I think in the Rider deck there's a crab. I think there's a crab or something. But the moon is usually about Cancer, so but this could be any water sign. Somebody with water sign in their moon, perhaps, since this is the moon card. It's a lot of unknowns. The only thing that you can truly know is what you tolerate and how much you respect yourself. How much do you respect yourself? Are you going to be with somebody who's going to disrespect you? And I don't just mean like disagreeing. Disagreeing isn't disrespecting. Disrespect is more like somebody who doesn't, who crosses boundaries. You know, you put up a boundary and they cross it. That is somebody that you have to say, okay, am I going to accept this? Am I going to tolerate this? So I think what you need to do in this situation is ask yourself what you're willing to tolerate. Figure out your boundaries. What boundaries don't you want crossed? So that would be like the seeds. Like, those are the seeds to plant when you're thinking of your twin flame. Either if you're calling in a twin flame or you're in a situation with a twin flame. Think of those two things. Those are the things that, like, plant the seeds. And then the goal to set is, like, to get the person into your life, the right person, the one who respects you, who will accept your boundaries if that's what you want. I mean, some people have very loose boundaries. So, I mean, if you're somebody with very loose boundaries, it may not matter to you. And that's perfectly fine. I know personally, for me, I've had my boundaries crossed many, many times. And, you know, it's painful. So, it's awkward, it's painful, it's like, what do I do in this situation? So yeah, the goal is, like, to call in somebody who's a spiritual match to you. The twin flame themselves could be a spiritual match. However, they may not be at your vibration yet. Like, they're a part of you. They're like part of your soul. However, they may not, they have almost like their own part of soul. Like, even though you share a soul, you have like You each have your own parts. So, you know, they may not have caught up yet. And it may take them a long time to catch up. And then you have to decide, well, what am I going to allow here? And then the next part with this would be tasks. I would say tasks would be figuring out your boundaries. You know, putting those boundaries in place. Practice that with like your friends. Practice it with your family. Take comfort in your family. If you have, you know, whatever family you have, whether you have your biological family, whether you have a friend family, take comfort in your family before pursuing somebody, before pursuing a love. Your family can also help you shed light on the best things about somebody, or best things or worst things about somebody if they know the person. So, you know, it can be helpful to have that information too. And I think if I'm going to say anything else, I'd say definitely look for synchronicities. Now, I will say this. The person that's my twin flame has a very common name, just like I do. So, when I see his name, the only time I think that it has anything to do with him is if, like, I'm actually thinking of him at the time that the name comes up. So that's something to keep in mind. Like, if your person has a very common name and, like, everybody on the TV is being called that name, but you weren't thinking of them, it's not a synchronicity. It really isn't. It's just people being called that name. However, if, like, you're thinking of the person and, like, somebody calls out that person's name, then that's a synchronicity. Also, angel numbers, you know, like things like 111, 222, 333. I'd say 222 is the one to look out for. Sometimes Mother Mary's on that level. If you're a Christian, you might want to take comfort in her. Although I'm a witch, but I'm kind of into Christianity a little bit again, so I do take comfort in her. I take comfort in angels in general. So remember, you've got your angels too. You've got your ancestors. They've been where you've been. They understand what it's like to have pain and to have hurt, and to be in this spot here, the Seven of Cups here, you know, where you're remembering all the great stuff and the bad stuff. It's all in your head. Look at the cloud. See this? It's cloud. Clouded judgments a lot of times. One thing here that I want to say with this guy is you can use this avatar as a positive. You can see this guy is very confident, very self-assured. And you can see yourself that way. Just because this is a guy doesn't mean that you can't see yourself taking on the masculine characteristics. I mean, in terms of personality, that kind of thing. Taking on, like, maybe being more forceful about your decisions, more forceful about your boundaries. So this isn't just about the person that you're with. In fact, I'm beginning to think, since this is a twin flame reading, these people here, these guys, these two here, are like the guy that you're attracting. Because you have those things inside you. you know, the nature of twin flame is that the twin flames are one, pretty much. They're joined at one part, one chakra. They're joined at the root chakra. So like the rest of the soul, like they each kind of have their own souls. It's just that there's an area that they're connected that makes things a little tight, you know. It makes things kind of uncomfortable. It makes things like you're stepping on each other's toes sometimes in their presence, even though you're not really doing that. But it can get really intense. And so think about the characteristics in you, the good masculine part of you that wants the person that you're trying to attract. And this can be for anybody. If you're, you know, you're gay, straight, bi, whatever. It can be for anything. Everybody has a masculine and feminine part to them. So, I mean, love is fluid. It doesn't really matter. However, I'm seeing that this is really for people who have very masculine men they're following. Because of the Hanged Man and the two men here. And one of them even looks like he's bald, you know. Bald man, you know, that's something usually very masculine, masculine trait. So, also, with all these weather patterns, to me, it's almost like you're seeing everything throughout the day. Like you're seeing the moon, you're seeing the sunrise. You're thinking of the person all the time. Yeah, let me do that. I'm really focusing on these guys now. Let's put this up here. I'd like to put that up there. I think that that really goes with this. Look at this. Like there's the fishies and there's these like these angels, synchronicity angels, masculine and feminine. The weather patterns here, you're thinking of the person all the time. You could even be obsessing over them. And I've been through this before lots of times. And so I would say that the best thing to do is to focus on another project, like focus on an actual project, like something creative. Like I find that like when I do things that are like a puzzle, like you could even do a puzzle. Any puzzle. It could be a word puzzle. It could be like a physical puzzle that you take the pieces out on a table. It can be like making something that has pieces, like, you know, like if you're crocheting or knitting squares and putting the squares together. You could do like I like to make jewelry, so I make chainmail jewelry with all the rings, and you put them together and make like a fluid piece of fabric, metal type of thing. I find it can be very relaxing. So like when you're beginning to obsess, instead of beating yourself up for obsessing over somebody, you need to do something to take your mind off of it. And then like write about it afterwards if you feel you need to journal about it. If you feel called to journal about it, then, you know, write everything down that you feel about these things. It's good to get them on paper, because then you can look back and see like where you were headed. Like let's say you avoid something, like you avoid missing something, you avoid, almost like, you know how like sometimes, you know, there's like a car crash or something up ahead. And so, like, but you didn't know there was, but you know there's like a traffic jam backed up. And you're like, maybe I should go the other way. So like you go the other way and it turns out you miss like this horrible pile up. And yeah, I think that's the kind of thing that journaling helps with. Like you can see where the pile up was. And you can go back and go, wow, that was a 3-car, 4-car pile up there, wasn't it? And so I think that that's something to keep in mind. That, I mean, I'm saying this now and I realize that this person that I've been with, like I've been thinking about and everything, I've interacted with, he's just got some issues. And, you know, like, I don't need to be absorbed in that. So, I mean, I'm just kind of doing my stuff now. I just do my projects. And I'd say it's pretty satisfying. Also, like, make sure you hang out with friends too. You know, find friends and family and just hang out with them. Just, you could watch movies with them. You can play a game, you know, go out to eat, something like that, cook at home, eat dinner at home with them, you know, just do things with other people also. Like, do the things for you before even thinking of calling somebody in to meet. And usually what happens is you weren't expecting the person. So I wasn't expecting this guy. And so you'll meet your twin flame when you meet them. Like, it'll just happen when it happens. And you have to have physical contact though to know. Like, you have to like shake their hand or something, hug them or something. Because that lets you know that it's different than other people. It's more like a calmness and like a stillness and like you came home. It's like different than other people that you meet. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Oh, 2222 on my camera. Interesting. It has like a meter on here and it counts the minutes and stuff like that. So, I think we'll get the crystal and we'll go. Okay. Okay, keep your options open, guys. Keep your options open. That's my final parting message. Look at all these choices you got here, right? There's a cloud. You can either be happy clouds or it can be sad clouds where your judgment is clouded. So, that's my parting words. And now I will move on to pile number 2. Oops. Oh dear. Oh no. Didn't want to fall behind there, huh? Okay. That was weird. Okay, I'm getting everything ready here. Hi, pile 2. This is your full moon reading for the Taurus full moon, although it can really be for any full moon. But what makes this one special, I did choose the book Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. I was thinking of Taurus season, money, that kind of thing. So I'll start with the Keepers of the Light. We have Freya. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. The next Keeper of the Light is the Miriam. Oh, that's interesting. These are the twin flame guys. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Even though this is usually considered a twin flame card, I'm not getting twin flame with this. I think I'll be able to explain it more as time goes on. Okay, now, oh, I have to do the tarot next. Two of Wands. Four of Wands. Oh, I could be wrong. This could be a twin flame reading. Oh, this is weird. This is not what I thought was going to happen, but okay. Let me, oops. Oh, no, you don't. Okay. The High Priestess reversed, but I'm going to channel her upright. Just have to pay more attention to her. As I said in the other reading, when something comes out reversed, I just pay attention to the meaning more. Now, I don't read reversals unless it really feels like it's supposed to be read that way. Six of Swords upright. Well, that's good. This is safety here. I'm getting a lot of safety. Somebody's in a safe place now. And then the Angel card. Oh, I love this one. Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. I like that. So what I'm going to do now is read you the meanings of the other two cards. I mean the three cards down here. So first one, and I actually get these a few times actually, so it's every time I see them I know it's good. Okay, Freya. Freya, phases and cycles. Well, it's a moon reading. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. About Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with moon energy and helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. Extended message. A phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take heart. This is an exciting time. Okay. Yeah, I always like getting that card. That's a good card. Okay. The Miriam. The Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Sorry about that, guys. The camera shut off again. Boy, that totally freaked me out. Okay. The Miriam, sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. The Miriam, which means the beloved, are twin flame angels who come as one. They are mirror images of each other. They are the angels who appeared to Mary Magdalene in the tomb of Jesus after his passing. These angels spoke directly to Mary and helped her move beyond her grief, so that she was able to commune in Jesus once more. They can help us move beyond the cloud of grief too. They heal grievances of all kinds, including ones that have been created by religion or the idea that God does not love or accept us because of a mistake we once made. The Miriam help us remember that we don't need to ask God for forgiveness because he never condemned us in the first place. Extended message. There is a real opportunity for you to move beyond grief or grievance at this time. The Miriam are here, swirling their holy light all around you so that you can regain a sense of union with Spirit. You are loved beyond words. Choose to see the light of God in everyone and everything and to love without boundaries. Honor others and honor yourself with your sacred vision. You are in a space of deep healing and forgiveness. Choosing to see the light of the world will help you grow even more. And the last one, the spiritual abundance card is in the angel deck. Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. The angels want you to know that they are supporting you in all areas of your life. Follow your spiritual guidance and intuitive feelings, and they will bring you abundance in all areas of your life. Abundance is your spiritual reward for trusting and sharing your gifts, talents, and light with the world. Any material needs you have will be met at this time, and you are being encouraged to surrender any of your concerns in this area of your life to heaven. Allow the angels to take care of them for you. The angels. Sorry. The Angies. I didn't mean to say Angies. Maybe there's somebody's ancestor named Angie coming through here. I don't know. Expanded interpretation. You are a being of abundance. You are abundant in light, energy, and love, and you are being encouraged to share this in every area of your life. Instead of asking what you need, ask yourself, how can I be of service? When you do so, you will align yourself with the universal life force, and it will take care of everything for you. There is a flow of support coming to you at this time, and those who dedicate themselves to service will receive the abundance of God and his angels. I think it's very interesting. They talk about service as being the way to abundance. I think you have to know abundance to get abundance. And I think service is one of those things. If you serve people, you understand how much you have. So you have to understand that you have abundance in order to begin to embark on getting abundance. That's my opinion. I'm supposed to focus on this little guy. I think he's supposed to be a coyote. And the wolf. I mean, oh, it could be a wolf too. I don't know. It's out in Arizona. Then we've got the cactus, aloe leaves. I don't know, maybe somebody knows somebody out there or something. Angie in Arizona. Okay, oopsies. You little guys, what are you doing? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, you. You're not going anywhere. I'm going to read him upright even though he fell reversed there. Okay. So we've finished with the ladies there. Now, somebody's ancestor is coming through, and we'll just say Angie from Arizona. And Angie says, you have met your man. You are the High Priestess, and he is the Six of Swords guy in this picture. So you've met your man, and he is your safe space. So, that's what Angie from Arizona says to the person who is watching this. I don't know if this is for me. It'd be nice to think it is, but I'm just not even gonna. I don't know. Yeah, I would say we've got the Two of Wands here. And to me, usually Two of Wands is a now or never card. It's like the time where you choose, like, am I going to do this or not? And I would say if you feel safe with the person, you've been with them for a while. We've got the Miriams here, and I originally said I didn't think this was twin flame, but Spirit's like, yes it is. You tried to escape it, but you're not going to be able to. Yeah, I don't know if this is for me or not, but whoever needed to hear that, if you've met somebody and you feel like they're the one, then they're the one. Something about this woman, somebody knows somebody who looks like this, has similar facial features, short hair. I don't know, maybe you know somebody. She could be Angie from Arizona, I have no idea. She could be any skin tone. I mean, she doesn't have to be dark skinned, but she could be. I think this person looks like she could be, like they based her on somebody who's African American. But I don't know. Could be anybody. So Angie from Arizona is saying blessings. She's giving you blessings. And she loves you very much. She wishes you well on your marriage. So maybe this is more like somebody is marrying somebody. And I'm just making sure my candle's okay. She wishes you well. Congratulations. So for everybody else, I think that same message could be for you. I would say if you are not married, or you weren't planning on getting married, I'm finding that I'm hearing that you've been in phases and cycles here. The biological clock is ticking, and you're looking for somebody. Make sure that the person also wants kids, and that would be a good idea to know that, like, before you decide to marry them. Yeah, there's the Raven. Look how young Freya is. Something about her. Something about her too is something youthful. If you're young, you got your whole life ahead of you to get married to somebody. I don't know if somebody young, you know, somebody in their 20s is watching this, but I'm 40 and I've never been in a relationship. I'm actually a virgin, so like I give love advice even though I'm a virgin, but I'm really like not mentally a virgin. It's more like, well, you know. But I know enough stuff. That's all I'll say. But you got your whole life ahead of you to find somebody to settle down with. But if you really feel safe with somebody and you feel like, here we got the High Priestess here, and she knows everything. She knows what's right for her. She knows what she wants in somebody, and if they cross off everything on your list, then go for it. But yeah, for people who haven't gotten married yet, I would say for you, like in the other one, reading one may be beneficial for you because it was about twin flames. But I think for this crowd here, this is people who either have found somebody, or they're like wanting confirmation that they found somebody, or they want somebody, and you have to figure out what you want to make a priority. So the seeds to plant, I'd say for you, are your priorities. What are your priorities? You have seeds to plant, you have goals to set and tasks to do just to make the goals happen, and your seeds are your priorities. The goals are like, do you want to make love a priority? And I don't mean like put love above, like in terms of like obsessing over somebody or something like that. I mean more like, are you going to make time for people? Are you going to make time for them? Are you going to make sure that you have love to give them? So like the goal is like, how are you going to give back to somebody? How are you going to love somebody? Your goal should come from that, in my opinion. And then, in terms of the tasks, figuring out the different things you can do for people. Figuring out different things. You know, like cooking for somebody, or taking somebody to the doctor, or running errands for somebody, or just going with somebody and running errands with them. Things that you would be doing with the person that you're living with that you love. You're probably not going to be going out every day. You know, like going out like to eat every day. You're probably not going to do that. Even rich people don't do that. I mean, most of them do have a night in once in a while. So like think about the time you spend at home. We have swords here. Swords is air signs. Then we have the wands. Those are fire signs. My twin flame is an air sign, but I'm not even gonna entertain this. So, so this could be anybody. This could be, even though it's swords, the Six of Swords is like a safe place, and so it can really be, I'm going to say it could even be Cancer. There's like a moon up there. So I'm saying even though it could be somebody who's like air and they have Cancer in their chart or something. I have no idea about this guy, but your guy could have Cancer in their chart somewhere. I don't remember what the High Priestess, what her astrological sign is. I don't usually go by the signs on those cards. To me, the major arcanas go beyond sign. They go more towards life lessons that you really can only learn by living. So I don't usually use astrological terms for that. But I'd say for these avatars here, I mean, lots of people want this. Like they want that ultimate marriage that's gonna last. They even want to go on vacation. Somebody's going on vacation somewhere. Somebody's getting married on vacation. Somebody is gonna have like a beach wedding somewhere. That's what I'm getting for that. I needed to say that. That could be confirmation on Angie's, Angie from Arizona's message. I don't know. Maybe she's saying, yeah, you wanted to go to the beach? Go do it at the beach. Go do the wedding at the beach. That's funny. Okay. I'm not really sure I have much more to offer there. I'm going to do a final message with this one. I've got a crystal here. It's the clear quartz. And this is from my friend Jennifer's shop, Swords and Cups Esoteric. She's on Etsy. And I really like her stones. She's a witch, and she takes a lot of great care and you know, with these stones. So I think she tumbles the stones. I don't remember. I think she does something with them, but anyways, I gotta figure out which one of these guys gets the lucky stone. Two of Wands. Final message. Do it. Go with your heart. If he's the one, do it. You'll know he's the one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. This one was shorter than the other one, so if you want to watch the other one, by all means, go ahead. I had some good stuff in that one too. It turned out everything was about twin flames and marriage, so it's the one thing I was trying to avoid. For the most part. I mean, I was doing it for the reading, but okay. So I will see you in the wrap up. If you decide not to watch the wrap up, I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're seeing this, and take care and blessings. Bye. Hi everybody, this is Jess, aka Sketchwriter Jess. I've been out for a while because my mom had a lot of health problems, and I just didn't think it was right to really work on my channel during that time. So she's actually doing a lot better now, and I'm very happy that she's doing well. Now, I watched the video back and noticed that one of the things is missing. My camera shut down right as I was reading a meaning for something. So what I'm going to do now is read what was missing. It was in the first pile. So it's the synchronicity card here. And it's all about synchronicities, seeing things like angel numbers, that kind of thing. So hold it up for a little bit. Synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. General meaning. There is a reason for some of the experiences you've been going through recently. There are no coincidences in life. Everything is perfectly timed by God and the universe. So trust that your angels are sending you divine guidance through the information and people coming into your life at this time. There is positive guidance here for you. Trust the process and the path that is being shown to you, as it will take you forwards one step at a time until you're where you need to be. The angels of synchronicity are here to guide you and will remind you of their presence at the perfect time. Expanded meaning. There is no such thing as chance. All is guided. If you come across an opportunity that is perfectly timed for you, know that this is the work of angel creation. So I guess Spirit wanted everybody to hear that message, not just Pile 1. But if you're interested in my channeled message about it, that was weird. If you're interested in my channel messages about it, I do have it in Pile 1. So I have like my own experiences with synchronicity. So I'm going to try to keep this wrap up short. Last night I did one and it was way too long. And I had a lot of things that came out that, it was 3 in the morning, so like I was just running on about stuff. I started babbling about stuff. I don't know what's going on with my camera. So I started babbling about stuff, but that's over now. So what I'm gonna do is talk a little bit about what I told you in the beginning, things that I wanted to cover. I discovered that I was a medium the other night. I kind of realized it because I looked back on things from the past, like dreams that I had. Relatives would visit me in my dreams. I'm so tired. And like I would tell my parents a dream I had of like a grandfather who passed away, and they'd be like, and I had like some specific information. He said, yeah, that's exactly where he worked, because I had forgotten that. So, I would be able to tell people things from the dreams that they would go, yeah, that's exactly what he would say. So I discovered it recently. I have been doing something the other night, and I just felt like it made sense. Like I was watching somebody on YouTube and they talked about being a medium, and I was like, yeah, I think I am. But I'm really just more of a medium for my family and friends. I don't really do it for strangers. But what's funny is that in this video, in Pile 2, I had a message from somebody named Angie in Arizona who passed on. That's what came out, so I will just go with it. It was a very happy message. So if you know somebody named Angie from Arizona who passed away, then I would say check out that Pile 2 message. Yeah, let's see. I told you about my mom. She had heart problems, so it was serious. And she had been dealing with that like for the last couple months. So that was difficult to go through, but I mean for her to go through it, that was really tough. I feel like there was something else in the video I said I was going to talk about, but now I can't remember. If I think of it, maybe I'll put it in the description box. So I also have a business with my mom now. We make jewelry, and she makes more like beaded jewelry, like hand beaded kind of jewelry, like on a string, kind of, on cable wire. And I tend to do this kind of stuff like links, beaded links. I do chainmail, make earrings. I made all the hardware for this. These are morganite. They're morganite chips. Stainless steel wire. They don't really hurt the ears. If you put them on for a very long time, your ears can get sensitized to them and you get a little black tarnish. But you put rubbing alcohol on it, it goes away. I really am getting into jewelry making now. I was knitting for a while, and making hats. And I really feel like I've I've turned a corner. I'm finding there are certain things that truly help me relax and help me realize the dream of mine, which is to have my own business. Now, the last time I did a tarot reading, I said I have to figure out how to monetize it. So I was like kind of monetizing the tarot readings themselves. I write them on my blog. But I was getting burnt out from doing that style with the astrology, the Aries to Pisces horoscope. It was really difficult to do, and I thought they were good tarot readings. However, I felt that they just burnt me out too much. So in this last one that I did, it's still for the moon. I want to do one for each phase of the moon, and my goal is to get them done on time. I know this is like a day late, and $1 short. It is the Taurus Full Moon. A day late and $1 short. But yeah, I did it differently this time, and I really enjoyed it, and I really felt like I got good messages out there. I'm beginning to see there are certain patterns that I have. That's like one thing that astrology can help with. It can help you with different patterns and how you deal with people, how you deal with life. And like for a month, I had kept track of my horoscopes. There was this magazine called Dell Horoscope, and you can write. They have like a section where you can kind of make up your own horoscopes according to the aspects that coincide with your chart. And I noticed like there was a pattern that cropped up with this, and I was like, oh, interesting. So then I kind of just stopped because I was like, I see the patterns now. Now I can kind of know what to look for in life. So I kind of feel that way about astrology. It's more of a guide, and it's more of a tool to help. It's not meant to be like something where you just live your whole life all about it. I think like with anything, with tarot readings, with astrology, with any kind of divination, even religion, you have to like kind of have time away to gather the information, like to kind of let the information sink in. And I think that it's something that I've always had an issue with, where I would just constantly get the into into something so heavy, and then I'd take a break, and I'd have to take a long break. And there's a mixture of things this time with this, but when I burn myself out, I have to take a break. So my goal is to work and not burn myself out. So I take breaks now. And breaks, I mean, I sit and just like watch TV, like I'll watch football or something. Also, one thing, and I talked about this in pile 2, I believe. I thought it was pile 2, about relaxing and like finding things that are puzzle like a puzzle like you put on a table, that's one thing, like a jigsaw puzzle. Also, like you can do word puzzles, math puzzles, whatever you want, mazes. You can do, well, what I like to do is I like to make jewelry. I like to make chainmail because it has pieces. You can just put the pieces together. Now I cut my own jump rings, so it makes it extra. It's an extra step for me, but I just like the control over the size and the shape and everything. So like I find like this too, like making links. This is actually what I did for Samhain which is Halloween. Samhain is the witch's term for it. These beads are from a grandparent who refuses to be called by her grandparent name. She's passed on. So, but Marge is her name. And I think she's like a teenage spirit now because she doesn't like being called grandma. She doesn't like it. Cause like she'll freeze up things. She'll freeze up my Instagram and stuff if I type her name in something. I'm like, oh, I guess she didn't like that. She had these crystal necklaces, and they had the clasps are all corroded and stuff, and I didn't really want to wear them with that on there. I'm sensitive to metal, so I didn't want to wear that. So I decided to take the crystals and make them into a necklace, and I still have some left over. And then I added some other crystals from today, that I make, that I bought like at the craft store. And then I had crystals that I bought online. It's just like glass, glass crystals. Um, they're pretty though. I mean, they're pretty. It's not gemstones, but it's glass is pretty too, Although I love quartz. I think, if I ever really wanted to make something really fancy, I'd just buy a bunch of quartz. Quartz in different colors. Clear quartz with like lemon quartz and all these different colors of quartz. I think with quartz what they do is they color it. I don't think it comes naturally green or anything like that. I mean, but like purple quartz is amethyst, and then like citrine is like orange quartz. So there is a green quartz, preonite, I think. Uh, no, I don't remember. Oh well. Oh, the light just went out again. I don't know what that's about. Oh well. Anyways, I was getting into stuff that I didn't need to get into. But this was really a joy to make, and I enjoy doing things where I have to make links and then put them together. So my point was finding something where you have to make pieces and put them together may be a way to relax you, and you get something that you can use, something that you can show off to your friends and feel good wearing. It's a nice thing. It's jewelry is a nice thing. So me and my mom have opened up a shop together. It's called Beading Ease. It's Beadingease. Beading Ease, and it kind of looks like it says beaten geese. So if that's easier to remember, we have a website, beadingease.com. It's just like kind of a portal to get to the Etsy shop. So just type Beading Ease in the Etsy, the search bar, hit shop, and it'll be in there. Etsy's just easier to keep everything together. I mean, I have my Sketchwriter Just shop as well. So either one you can go to, and it would really go a long way to help support this channel. The tarot readings do take a lot of energy, and also when I sell some of my mom's work, and I do pay rent for mine too if somebody pays for my stuff. But if it's hers, she gets even more rent. So so if you buy her jewelry is really nice. I love it. And we have a very small shop at the moment, but I will be adding more things, and I will be making more things like this. They just take a long time to make, so they may not even be in the store until around maybe 2 weeks before Christmas. So, because things like this take a very long time to make. It can take a whole day to make. So, as opposed to like a beaded item, which may take maybe an hour or less. So, that's what I got for you. I have in the earrings too. I mean, I'm going to have those too. I'm planning on having many more things up in December. Me and my mom have a craft show up coming up on the 16th. Um, it's it's Boynton Beach, Grateful Art Walk, Boynton Beach Art District. If you look that up, you'll see where the craft show is. I don't want to tell you because I don't know. It's a YouTube video, and I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to like send people somewhere, and this video could be like 20 years old by the time somebody sees it. So I'm just gonna let you look it up, and you'll see when the schedule is. It's every third Saturday, Boynton Beach Art District. So I think that's what I've got for you. Um, as you can see, I'm not wearing the hat. It's fall and I'm not wearing a hat, but I just was like, I'm in a different phase in my life right now. So many things have happened, and me and my mom have enjoyed our time making jewelry together, and I really want to do that. I really want to be able to do that more often, and so that's what I've got for you guys. Let's see, the next phase of the moon is waning moon. That's like a week or so away. So I'll have something. And it'll be similar to what I did this time with the books. I picked the books right when Spirit says it's time to go. So I picked them right before, like on camera now. That's pretty much what I did with one of them. But I may have to set up a few beforehand just to have everything set up to put the cards on and stuff. So really that is it. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope that you enjoy your time whenever you have to relax or whenever you have to work. So may you enjoy your rest of your night. Blessings.